Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. You are HARSHIT DWIVEDI.
Yes, sir.
Please take a seat.
Thank you, sir.
HARSHIT, can we have a brief introduction from you?
Sir, my name is HARSHIT DWIVEDI. I am from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. I have done BTech from IIT Roorkee in electrical engineering, and my hobbies are singing songs and playing and watching cricket.
Right. With this kind of a background, electrical engineering from a very reputed IIT,
Sir.
what drives you to a career in the civil services? Government spends a lot of money equipping you with this BTech degree.
Yes, sir. This decision to prepare for civil services I took in my college, and I found that civil services gives an opportunity to work in the grassroots level for socio-economic development as well as in the policy making at the very top level. And me as an electrical engineer, I see a lot of opportunity in this domain to work in the administration, sir.
Right, you come from UP, which has the distinction of giving the first woman governor and the first woman CM to the country.
Sir.
Can you tell me something about them? Who was the first woman governor in the country?
So she was, sir, to the best of my knowledge, I think she was Sarojini Naidu, sir.
And the first, yes, that's right. And the first chief minister?
So she was Sucheta Kriplani.
Yes, very good. Now, Kanpur.
Sir.
Kanpur was also known as?
Sir, Manchester of East.
Very good. So, what made it a Manchester of the East and what led to its decline? Can you just trace that trajectory for me?
Sir, after 1857 revolt, the British company established its company in the Kanpur. This led to huge demand in textile as well as leather sector. However, various mills got established there, like Lal Nimli, Moir Mills and Elgin Mill. There was a huge demand, but after independence, some of the mills started declining, and one of the reason was huge demand in the power, which was demanded due to shift towards the power looms, and also a right amount of capital infusion was not made.
Exactly.
At the right
so
time.
Modernization was not looked into, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, very good. Have you heard of the term e-governance?
Sir.
What is meant by e-governance?
Sir, it's a mode of governance to use information communication tools to provide more transparent and accountable governance to the people, sir.
And M-governance?
Sir, it includes mobile governance, sir.
Very good, thank you.
All right, Harshit.
Sir.
You are from IIT Roorkee in electrical engineering, and you have also taken electrical engineering as a sub-optional, which is quite commendable. Very few people do this. Tell me, what do you understand by a smart grid?
Sir, smart grid is a network of transmission and distribution system. It establishes two-way communication system between the consumer and the utility, power utility, sir.
I mean, how does that make a difference?
So, in smart grid there are some benefits of that, which includes better power efficiency, and it also includes installation of smart meters at the consumer end.
And what is a smart meter?
So, smart meter can be controlled by the utility, power utility, by remote signals. Also, it can be recharged through mobile system. We do not need to visit the customer center of the utility.
Okay. What is the difference between a smart meter and a net meter?
Sir, it net meter, if in case it includes the total import and export of the electricity on the consumer end. If the consumer end is producing decentralized power generation, like in solar generation, that it is in net generation.
All right. What is the difference between a dielectric and an insulator?
Sir, a dielectrical is a material which have dual polarity. Sir, I'm not sure about that.
All right. What does the thick pin? Why is the neutral the thick pin in the 3-pin plug?
Sir, it is the neutral. It is the sir earth pin. Sir, it is made so it is the elongated pin because when we switch in the plug to the socket, first earthing should be connected with
That
the
is
system.
not the reason. Tell me an electrical engineering reason. The thicker the pin, the lesser is the resistance.
Yes, sir.
So anything which happens by accident goes quickly
Yes, sir.
through that and faster.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's fine. What motor do we use in the fan?
Sir, it is a single phase induction motor. Sir.
Okay, good. What is the practical application of a variable resistance?
Sir, it can be used to in motors. Sir, it can be used for the starting of a motor.
Think better. In the fan to reduce the speed.
Yes, sir.
In the radio to reduce the volume.
Sir.
Many things. What is a baseball?
Sir, baseball is a new form of cricket which was named after the English coach, which is Brendan McCullum. It is a new form of aggressive cricket in the test format.
All right. Do you think it is good for the test cricket?
Sir, as we are looking that cricket is evolving, and a new form of cricket like T20 and now T10 is also coming up is in fashion. So in that run, sir, I think to make test cricket more interesting and more engaging to the audience, it is required to get evolved with the time, sir.
No, if that is the case, then you reduce it from 5 days to 3 days. With baseball, the test matches get over in 2.5 days.
Yes. Sir, certainly it has increased the speed in the test cricket, but it has made cricket more interesting, sir, and it is attracting the audience.
Last question about electrical engineering will be how does the wireless power transfer take place? What is the theory behind it?
Sir, the wireless power transfer takes place using electromagnetic induction, sir.
Yeah, inductive coupling.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You say that you sing Hindi songs. Who is your favorite singer?
Sir, my favorite singer is Sonu Nigam, sir.
Sonu Nigam?
Yes, sir.
And not someone like Kishore Kumar?
Yes,
whom
sir.
he copied, or maybe Rafi. So,
yes, sir.
if I ask you to sing a song, which song would you sing?
So, I would sing a song sung by Lata Mangeshkar, ma'am.
Why Lata Mangeshkar and not Sonu Nigam's song?
Sir, I do sing, but
let's see. Let's hear the song that you generally like to sing of Lata Mangeshkar.
Sir. चंदा में तुम ही तो भरे हो चांदनी, सूरज में उजाला तुम ही से, ये गगन है मगर तुम ही तो दिए हो ये सितारे, भगवन ये जीवन तुम ही ना सवारोगे तो क्या कोई सवारे, ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और न्यारे, तुम्हारे बिन हमरा कोनो नहीं.
Very good. But you seem to be in a Ram Mandir mode, so I won't disturb you from there.
In fact, I was about to comment in a similar way. With such a beautiful song, my thoughts have been
Sir.
No, they focus now on Ayodhya.
Sir.
So, do you feel this recent event
Sir.
in Ayodhya was a positive development from a democratic point of view?
Yes, sir. So I do feel it cannot be said to be a entirely political event. Sir, it is India is a secular democracy and it provides positive secular democracy wherein it provides equal support to all the religions. In that turn, sir, it is also equally essential to increase the cultural capacity and religious values of the population, sir. So in that run, it is good, sir.
Why is it that the four Shankaracharyas were not in favor of participating?
Sir, as far as I am aware, two of the Shankaracharya were not in favor of coming to the event. One reason that I see that Shankaracharyas are the top religious institution in the Hindu religion, and if they would have come, there could have been a clash in the protocol, sir. Sir, because Prime Minister was chosen as the chief yajman of the event. Apart from that, sir, also Shankaracharya do not consider the god Rama as their chief yeast. So in that run, sir, I think it is their personal choice to not to come to the event, sir.
Was PM the chief yajman?
Sir, he was chosen to represent the whole country, sir. That's why.
No, my question is specific.
Yes, sir.
Was he the chief?
Yes, sir. He was the chief yajman, sir. Sir, according
Please check
to me.
it.
Sir.
Technically. We are due for national elections, and a lot of debate has been going on regarding one nation, one election. What do you feel about that aspect? Is it feasible? Is it worthwhile to go for it, or it has some drawbacks?
Sir, it has worth because it will reduce the total amount of expenditure that election commission and other government agency undergoes when election cycle occurs. Also, sir, also some of the agencies mentioned that frequent imposition of model code of conduct leads to policy paralysis. But sir, also we have seen that frequent elections in states or in central elections, it leads to some of kind of election campaigning, which leads to at times it leads to communalization of the votes bank. But as a solution, sir, there was one more apprehension that what will happen to the desynchronization of the state cycle and the central cycle. So, sir, for that we can adopt the measure that is followed in the Panchayati Raj system. Whereas if the state government gets dissolved within 5 years, before 5-year completion, then the next government will be elected as soon as possible, and it will only be in the power for the rest of the tenure to complete the 5 years, sir.
But under the present rules and regulations, is it possible to follow this?
Sir, we have to do the various amendments in the constitution, sir. I believe so.
Okay. Now to another aspect of elections. Again, there is a debate about EVM and ballot.
Yes, sir.
Do you think EVM is a good way of conducting elections, or going back to ballot would be a safer and more assured way of impartial elections?
So some of the political parties have recommended to go back to the ballot paper, and various European countries are also following the same. However, sir, I believe that EVM is a very transparent mechanism to conduct election, and time and again Election Commission has approached to various political parties to check what are the if there is any discrepancy or possible way to hack the EVM, but till now there has been no mechanism to hack, and it doesn't have any networking as such to hack it. So sir, for that matter, sir, it is very transparent and very feasible also, sir. Yes.
Okay, my final question to you is because you have an engineering background, how do you differentiate between 4G and 5G, and which is a better and more progressive technology?
Sir, currently we are shifting towards 5G network from 4G. 4G used radio waves in its transmission, which has a maximum speed of up to 100 Mbps, whereas 5G use radio waves as well as millimeter waves, which includes microwaves, a small part of microwave, and it uses radio waves. Speed in 5G can be reached up to 10 Gbps, and in 5G there are totally 3 bandwidth. One is lower bandwidth, whose speed is lower but its range or coverage area is larger, and second is medium range, and the third one is higher range, sir, which has lower range but speed is very high, sir.
How the name Kerry Packer connected with cricket?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware of that.
Okay. I was reading just now that a small child of 5 had a heart attack yesterday in Amroha in UP and died.
Yes.
And then I read further that many small children are dying of heart attacks. Why is that happening? 5-year-olds are dying of heart attacks.
Sir, recently some of the reports came, though there has been no evidential research on that field. Some are linking these kind of instant heart attacks to young children to the COVID vaccine. This was one reason that I think more research should be done in this field. Sir, other reasons could be some genetic issues also, sir. We have to go through that, sir.
Are heart problems lifestyle diseases?
Yes, sir.
Like what?
Sir, if it occurs in the old age, it could be linked to the lifestyle disease, sir.
Why not in the young age? Now many youngsters who go to gyms and suddenly collapse and die. So how will you classify that?
Sir, mostly if we term heart disease as a lifestyle disease, it occurs due to increase in cholesterol level in the blood, sir. And to have such kind of blockage in the arteries, I think a person should be very obese in its physique. In most of the children, this doesn't usually happens, but if it has some abnormalities, this can happen in the children's also, sir.
What's the difference between Scouts, NCC and NSS?
Sir, Scout and Guide is managed by the Bharat Scout and Guides. Sir, its objective is to prepare volunteers in the school level to instill the values of discipline and act as a volunteer in the time of need. And NCC, sir, is managed by the armed forces to train the students as well as college going students in disciplinary manner, and to give a first hand use of arms and ammunition, sir. And NSS, sir, it is more its objective is to train the college going undergraduate students to be a better contributor to the society, sir.
Like what? Contribute what?
Sir, apart from studying, they can take the voluntary action by giving free tuitions to the students, to act as a volunteer in blood donation camps, and to arrange various kinds of event in the various talks events in the college, and sir, these types of events.
My last question about your city, Kanpur. Now, Kanpur, as I remember it,
Sir.
used to be a very, very dirty city. Would you agree?
So earlier it used to be, sir, but currently, sir, the things are improving very much. Sir, recently released a Swachh Sarvekshan report cited that it has jumped up to rank 18th, and when the Swachh Sarvekshan started, it was at 45th place.
So why was it so dirty once upon a time?
Sir, Kanpur is an industrial area, sir, and apart from textile industry, there are also leather industry there, and including leather, there are also chemical industries, and include 5 ordnance factories were also there. So this makes a whole environment very polluted, and it has led to, sir, pollution.
What is the locational advantage of Kanpur to have so much industry?
Sir, first of all, its geography is the whole area lies in the plain area, and also it's very fertile. That's from agriculture point of view. But if we talk about industry, it is very much connected to the Delhi-Howrah route through train as well as through road networks, sir.
But then the same can apply to so many other cities in UP.
Yes, sir.
Correct? Very well connected to Delhi. Most of Western UP is very well connected with Delhi.
Sir.
So any other reason about Kanpur being an industrial hub?
Sir, the initial push was given by the Britishers, sir. That has led to early establishment of industries in Kanpur.
Right, thank you.
Harshit,
Sir.
tell me, can education minister be uneducated?
Sir, if he has the right skills and the qualities to manage the education sector well, he can be educated. He can be uneducated as well. But it is preferable to have the first-hand experience of vast dimensions of education, so that he can better contribute to the policy making, sir.
What's the difference between permanent and temporary executive?
Sir, the temporary executive includes the politicians which are in the government, sir, like ministers and chief ministers, and permanent executives are the officials and bureaucrats, sir.
Okay. Coming to your field, can you tell me some cross-border electricity agreements?
Sir, sir, India has cross-border electricity agreement with some of its neighbors. Like recently, it has increased its electricity agreement with Nepal. Where up to 10 gigawatt of electricity transfer will be done in next 10 years. Sir, apart from that, it has agreement with Bhutan. Up to 2 gigawatt of electricity agreement is there for Bhutan. Then from Bangladesh is there. Then from a little bit from up to 3 megawatt from Myanmar, and also from Sri Lanka, sir. These are the agreements, sir.
Okay. And with Pakistan?
Sir, currently we do not have any electricity sharing agreements, sir.
Okay. What should be India's policy on Pakistan?
Sir, India has always considered its neighbor and also including Pakistan at its all-time friend. It doesn't have any antagonism or consider any countries at its enemy. Sir, however, India has always raised a concern that bullets in the border and other friendship relations cannot go hand in hand. So, as far as Pakistan follows that policy, India has always had welcomed a good relation with Pakistan, sir.
Okay. Harshit, what's happening in Manipur?
Sir, there are ethnic clashes between the Meitei and Kuki community there, sir.
Okay. Let's say if you would be made the CM of Manipur,
Sir.
what would be your initial steps?
Sir, the initial step would be to maintain the law and order by better collaboration with the state armed forces including the central armed forces. Sir, this would be the first step, sir.
Current CM is not doing that.
Sir, he is doing, sir. Sir, I think he is doing, sir.
So, what different thing you will do from him?
Sir, in the start itself, I think there were some lacks and delay in the better coordination with the state and the district police, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
When is your interview?
Sir, it's not out yet.
And how many mocks have you taken?
So before this, I had taken 2 mocks, sir.
Okay, so good. You are on track. Don't take too many mocks. It's always best to take a few mocks prior when you get the date.
Okay, sir.
But before that, your time would be better spent in preparing.
Okay, sir.
So let me start from the basics. One is that your posture is very stiff. Your hands should be relaxed. You can even use them to gesture once in a while. The color of your tie is not matching the color of your dress.
Okay.
It can be a subdued blue color.
Sure, sir.
Huh? Will you stand for a minute? Yes. Your tie is badly knotted.
No.
And you see the lower part is showing.
Inner
it should
part
never
is,
show.
Inner
And-
part is lower.
Yes, sir.
And your tie should come to the middle of your belt. So see
Yes,
to
sir.
it that on the day itself it's knotted properly.
Okay, sir.
And of course you'll be, please take a seat. You'll be clean shaven
Yes, sir.
and your hair will be neatly combed.
Okay, sir.
It might sound that these are peripherals,
Yes, sir.
but we would like to see an officer striding,
Sir.
not an aspirant.
Yes, sir.
Because you are such a good candidate. You have the height, you have the physical presence. Why don't you smile a little more? You look
Okay, sir.
grim throughout as though you were being subjected to an interrogation. And you've got a good smile. Huh? So
Yes,
just
sir.
relax. It's not the inquisition. It's a friendly interchange of ideas. The only thing is it's a formal event, so
Yes, sir.
you have to maintain that formality.
Okay.
Now, what you need to do is take about 100 to 110 of these A4 size sheets.
Okay, sir.
Think of the possible questions which are coming your way, and they come from 2-3 main sources, 4 main sources at best. One is your DAF, then current events, then subject, and then your job, if any. After you've got your data bank in place, rather your question bank in place,
Yes.
on each topic, do a deep dive. Completely master that topic and then reduce it to 4 or 5 bullet points in order of priority. Right? And then once you've done that, you have to sit in front of a mirror and practice.
Okay, sir.
You should master the art of getting your questions, the answer to your questions within 75 to 90 minutes. Crisp, business-like answers, but comprehensive.
Okay.
I was in fact very pleased the way you answered questions like on Kanpur. That is, I have posed that question to people coming from Kanpur and they have been completely ignorant. So it was a real pleasure to hear you formulate it in just the way I wanted.
Okay, sir.
Maybe I think my co-panelist will tell you a little more because he asked you the tough subject-related questions. I think you need to be on top of your game with regard to your subject.
Okay.
Especially because you have chosen it also as an option.
Yes, sir.
Option.
But then essentially this is not a question-answer session as such. It's not that we ask you 10 questions, you give 8 right replies, you'll get 80%.
Yes, sir.
It's an occasion when we are assessing you for officer-like qualities. And those are integrity, top of the list, so don't guess, don't bluff. Logical thinking, balanced opinions, conceptual clarity, lucid exposition, lucid expression. Then another very important thing is self-confidence and poise. So if you're given a tough question and you don't know, just say, sir, I need to read up about this and then pass on to the next.
Okay,
There's
sir.
limited time.
Yes, sir.
And finally, awareness, very important. Yourself, your surroundings, your district, your state, nation, and the world.
Yes.
So I would suggest that you bring a lot of positives to the table. Work on your strengths, leverage your strengths. Work on the lines which have been suggested, and you'll do very well. A final word of advice: when you take the last 2 mocks before when your date comes,
Yes, sir.
go to the institute where you have the most comfort level,
Okay.
because then they will be able to assess. You know, they've seen you at one particular time of your preparation, they'll be able to assess where you have reached and what more needs to be done.
Sir.
Any questions from your side?
No, sir.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
I'd like to add a few things.
Sir.
You know, I didn't ask you any fundamental complicated question in electrical engineering. You can imagine, you can see that everything was related to everyday life, where electrical engineering comes into play. So keep that in mind when you are preparing for the interview, as sir has mentioned. Keep that in mind. Electrical engineering, nobody is going to ask you on the theory of this and theory of that. Okay? But practical use. Otherwise, you will know basic details here. Electrical engineering is your subject. The second thing, closer to the date of interview, on the date specifically, you must go through the newspaper. That is an absolute must. You should not forget it. Which newspapers do you read?
Sir, I read Indian Express and little bit of Hindu, sir, if it is a...
So I hope you read the opinion and editorial page. This is even in today's paper, all these 5 articles that are there, they are very, very important as far as an interviewer is concerned. Okay? All the best to you.
To the habit of doing that point-wise, bullet point-wise noting on all these kind of inputs.
Sir.
Because otherwise you read them and it just slips by, you forget.
Yes, sir.
But once you have that in place, you can keep revising from your bullet points. Right?
Yes,
Best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
All the best.